Thanks, mate.
Michael, do you want to start us off?
You must have been delighted with that second.
Yeah, no, it was very good. I mean, I think, even the first half, it was we had to work pretty hard as a bit of an arm wrestle. They're a big physical team, and you have to sort of match them in certain areas. Obviously, disappointing to concede, but I thought we worked our way back into the game. Had some good chances in the first half, and we got our reward for it. And then, certainly second half we went up a gear. Again, I thought our football was excellent, but we did some of that hard stuff we needed to do to sort of gain control, particularly in the midfield area, and I thought that gave us a good platform.
Pakistan made an excellent contribution as well. Was that a tactical one with James Maddison coming off, or was there a knock?
No, I just felt, like I said, we West Ham asked you certain questions in midfield areas, and I just felt Pape's running power would help us in the second half. They obviously worked hard in the first half just to sort of maintain us, and I just thought he could give us some real energy, and I thought he did really well. And like I said, that sort of gave us a platform then to be really sort of threatening every time we went forward and clinical in our football.
What about leaders? Dejan Kulusevski is having a brilliant season, isn't he? He's captain of Sweden. That's another one you can really count on there.
Yeah, look, absolutely. Decky's captain of Sweden, Biss is captain of his nation. So, as I said the other day, it's not just about one or two, but it was good to get the real captain out there today too, fair to say. Sonny, great to get him out there. He's obviously a quality player, and we saw that with his finish. But, I just thought it was a real strong overall performance that needed us to show various facets, which was probably the most pleasing thing.
Yes.
Can you just ask about a bit of that midfield battle? It seems that's your pressing at its best, really. You're causing a lot of turnovers, and you put the West Ham goal.
Yeah, like I said, when you look at their midfield, it's guys like Susek, obviously a big physical presence, and then you've got Paqueta and Fernandez, who are technically quite good, and you need to win that battle because if they get it to their front players under control, they're all threatening. They're all three of them are quick. They're all quite dynamic. So we needed to stop it at the source, so to speak, and. I thought we really did that really well. Like I said, it was a bit of an arm wrestle at the start, but we kind of maintained our intensity, and eventually we broke them.
Is that your football at its best, where you kind of pick out an area to work on the opposition and maybe exploit something and then quickly turn it over? Is that what you're trying to do?
Well, that's part of sort of the evolution of the team and where we want to get to, but it's a little bit of us, like I said, just making sure that I sort of made it pretty clear about the Brighton game that there's certain principles underpinning our football that allows us to be kind of, the expansive creative team that we are, and that is, some real sort of emphasis on hard work and organisation and discipline. And we had to show both today. I don't think we would have been as dominant, even in the second half, if we didn't have that sort of underpinning of a strong foundation there.
Dan.
And you said it was an arm wrestle in the first half, it turned into something of a boxing match towards the end. What did you make of what Kudus did in that?
Yeah, well, look, I think the referee handled it. I mean, look, players obviously frustrated out there, and I'll let the sort of referees kind of deal with that.
Matt.
Is a derby win important for you? Because before today you haven't beaten West Ham, Chelsea or Arsenal.
I guess so, mate. When you put it in that sort of frame of reference, it's important for our fans for sure, because I think these are the games they want to feel good about and win. Obviously, personally for me, I'm any game we win, I get equal joy out of, as I've always said. But I think, like I said, part of kind of the momentum we built in that second half came through the energy that the kind of supporters gave us, especially after we got the second goal. You could really feel the atmosphere in the stadium lift, and that kind of pushed us along, and we had a sort of 15-20 minute spell where we were outstanding. So it kind of goes hand in hand. We need the support, especially here at home, to provide that, but for them to provide that, we've got to give them something in return. So today's hopefully a little bit of a sort of a reward for our fans.
George.
And Was that a big day for Destiny? Because I guess he would have been a bit disappointed with the goal, but he bounced back really well, and it felt like the Destiny of last season.
Yeah, look, he was better. I still think for their goal, he could have done better. And we've got to continually work with Destiny. He's still a young player. It's his second year in the Premier League, but I've got no doubt he's going to become an outstanding player for us. But the only way he'll become an outstanding player is if we keep exposing him, playing him, letting him learn from his mistakes. It's part of the process with young players that you have to accept that it's not going to be smooth, but that eventually you're going to have a fantastic footballer. I've got no doubt about that with Destiny, absolutely no doubt. But we're constantly working at his game, constantly working at areas for him to improve. And the beauty of it is he wants to. He embraces that. I thought, after the goal, I thought he bounced back really well. It's Bowen's not an easy player to play against. Their front three are tough for anybody. Because they've got the quality to beat you on a dribble. They're quick. They're all very strong. So it was a big challenge for our fullbacks today. And I thought. Like I said, I was disappointed with the goal, but apart from that, I thought they handled it really well.
Okay, we'll go Rob, then finish with Jay.
I just picked up a bit of a groin strain at training, so hopefully nothing too bad, but missed out today.
Dom, finish.
Just on down, obviously the last couple of weeks you've moved into midfield. You mentioned
He's been there all year, mate.
fine, but
Yeah.
the physicality you mentioned of West Ham midfield, that was particularly important to me. It felt like him kind of squeezing out the tight spaces and stuff and getting your side on the turn.
Yeah, like I said, he's been doing that. Yeah, he's been doing that all year, and I think the evolution of kind of Decky as a player. He now I think he's that's his role, not just for us. I think he's playing there for his national team too. He's got this ability to get out of tight spaces. He's a really strong runner. He's relentless with his running capacity, and he also has the quality. In that final third, I still think we can get more goals out of him, more assists, but he's constantly, in those threatening areas, and he's been outstanding for us all year. And today, like I said, he had to show some other facets of his game, some defensive work as well, which I thought he did well. But I thought the whole team did well. I mean, I mentioned to the lads, I know Brendan Johnson didn't score today, but I thought that was his best performance for us. The amount of work he did to help out Pedro. To help out the team in a defensive capacity and then still be a threat going the other way. Like I said, that's the stuff that we've got to keep focusing on so that, what happened at Brighton doesn't happen again. The players understand that whatever sort of good things we emerge from our football, it comes through a sort of foundation of, players doing some of the other things that are just as important.
Thank you.
Thank you.